Hello, my name is Leslie Armentrout, and I've been a member of Parkway since 2005, and this is my intersection story. Back in 2013, we lived in Malaysia, and I was offered a job opportunity here in Houston with a private equity group. And I've always wanted to own my own oil and gas company, and this job would allow me to understand whether I wanted to do that or not. Jim was kind of bored at work, not really enjoying his job, and Allie was having trouble at school. I read the Gideon Bible. We were at a hotel room in KL one evening, just Jim and I. I read the first couple of chapters of Genesis, and was reading about Abraham and how he had basically listened to God, even though it wasn't something he liked, and it was hard. He had moved his family because God told him to, and he trusted God. I walked into church the next morning, and the pastor gave the same sermon and basically said, you need to trust in God even though He's not doing something that you necessarily planned. You need to trust His plan and do as He's asked. I walked home from church and told Jim we're leaving, and he told me I was crazy because I just read a Bible, couple of Bible verses the night before, and then a pastor had preached to me. And I decided that we were going to move halfway around the world, both quit our jobs and move our kids back to Houston. But Jim trusts me, and we moved back. And in the middle of moving back, the guys that Jim worked for, they asked me, I was on good terms with Hess. I really enjoyed my job. I didn't want to leave, and they knew that, but I had to try this. Well, they asked what Jim was going to do, and I said, well, I think he wants to work for you. Jim ended up getting an ops geologist job, his dream job, out of this move. Allie's doing better in school. Everything's working great. I've been in that new job for about a year, and I realized I don't want to own my own oil and gas company anytime soon. And I can't deal with finance guys all day, and I need a new job. Enter God's intersection again. He basically gives the engineer that worked for me, said he had a friend who had a reservoir engineering team lead job open in Murphy, and he knew the guy. We went to lunch, and a month and a half later, I was working for Murphy as a reservoir engineering team lead, and this truly is, now I know, I didn't know that then, my dream job. I like the guys I work with, I like the guys I work for, I love my team, and my family is happier. I say that because I spent the first 15 years of my career trying to control everything and trying to plan everything. I don't know if I was a good person then. I probably was deep down. But I was so career-minded, I had trouble making things work and seeing the bigger picture and doing what God asked me to do. These last 3 career changes have been purely me just listening to God and Him putting the right thing in front of me at the right time for my family. Being a bit of a control freak. That's been hard for me the last 3 times, but I'm a better person for it, and I feel like my family is in a better place because of me trusting God and making those decisions.